everyone. How are you doing on this wonderful Saturday afternoon? Okay, I jumped on here because I just got through doing a live on my Facebook, and I just did my makeup, supporting my line of work that I do. I sell cosmetics called Unique, and I've been doing it for a very short time. I just started, but I do a lot of lives on my Facebook and Instagram, and if you follow me, I will have lives on YouTube as well. If you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, please try to find me on there. I will try to link my Facebook page and my Instagram page to this video down below. But I wanted to talk to you, not about that, but I wanted to talk to you about my time when I actually auditioned for The Voice. When I first saw the announcement, hold on 1 second. So when I first auditioned for The Voice, when I first saw the callback for it, I signed up, I did the registration and everything for about a couple of months. I think the audition was in July. It was a couple of months prior, so about May, April, I did the registration. And I was pretty excited. I wasn't too keen on the fact. I wasn't too keen on the fact that I didn't know if it was real or not. But then I kept getting email and updates about saying that they're going to give me my registration number and my audition pass. So I said, okay, well, maybe this is legit. So July rolls around, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. Nothing. So about a week before my audition, I finally get my audition pass. And I was pretty excited. I mean, the pass was legit. I was able to print it up. It had my audition number on it and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. So I had my boyfriend drive me all the way down to Dallas and for this audition. And I didn't know what to expect, honestly, but I kind of knew what to expect just because I kept reading up on certain things that they kept trying to tell me about it, like how to prepare and everything before the audition. So I kind of knew what to expect. So we get there, and we're early, but there's already when you drive down there, it's like a big, huge, gigantic auditorium, and you drive down there, you have to find a place to park. So we found a place and we walked to the auditorium. And there's a line, a big line, that's already waiting outside the gate. So I'm like, great. So I stand in line and I start talking to people, and they're telling me, oh, do you have a pass, or are you just trying to get in? And I say, oh no, I have a pass. So I go up to the security guard, and the security guard says, oh yeah, we'll let people in about 1 o'clock. I said, okay, cool. So about 12:45, 12:50 rolls around, and people start lining up. He starts letting people in about 1 o'clock. And when you first get in, it's like this open, you have to go past the security guard, and it's like gates. And then there's this open, sorry about that. There's this open, something in my eye. Anyway, sorry. There's this open gate, and you walk in, and it's like this big, huge, gigantic auditorium, and you wait downstairs. And you go in these rows of lines, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. I think I waited, I don't know, about an hour and a half, something like that, before I even got my ticket. So you wait until they call you up. When you get to the front of the line, there's like rows of desks, and there's like 2 or 3 people at the desk, and you have to have your printed ticket out that you registered, and they go ahead and they take it, and then when I thought they were going to keep it, but they ended up handing it back to me, so I was like, oh cool, I'm thinking I get to keep it, right, like a proof that I have a pass for The Voice. I thought that was pretty cool. So when they give you the ticket, and after they scan your registration ticket, they give you a bracelet, like a little red bracelet to put on that says The Voice. So I thought, cool, that's like a souvenir. I could take it and make like a little collage. No. After you're done with that line, you're following people up to the stairs. After you get your bracelet and your pass back, you follow people up to these stairs, and then you go into this, let me back up. When you're downstairs, you look up and there's like a row of black chairs just sitting there in front of doors. And you see people sitting there. So I figured after you're downstairs, you go up there and you sit. Boy, was I wrong. You actually go upstairs. You go into this whole nother room where these white chairs are sitting, and there's like 100 people in there, and you sit in a row. And I didn't notice it at first because I had a long time to wait. Again, you sit there and you sit with like 10 people in a row, and mind you, they tell you that 10 people are going to be in the room with you. There's 10 people that audition at once. So I figured, cool. So these were the people I was auditioning with. I was right and I was wrong, but I'll get back into that in a little bit. But you sit there and you wait and you wait and you wait. I think I waited another like 2.5 hours, and it was just a whole bunch of waiting. But I got to talk to some of the people, and a lot of them were just sitting doing nothing. A lot of them were getting up to use the bathroom or sitting on their cell phones or talking to each other because they knew each other. But there was a few that were actually auditioning and singing like within the room before they got to the producer. And I'm thinking to myself, these are some really, really good singers. I mean, there's no way. I mean, I was like, there's no way in hell that they're gonna want me. For one, I'm doing this self-taught, so I don't have a voice instructor yet. I've been self-teaching myself since I was, probably 17 or 18 years old. So my voice has gotten better, but I still need practice breathing, and I still need a voice instructor and the whole works. So I'm thinking to myself, what did I get myself into? I'm here, I'm in it, I'm doing it. What did I get myself into? So the people I met were actually really cool. They were really nervous, and that's the other thing too that I wanted to touch base on, is there are 3 major things that are at the top of the list versus anything else. If you audition for The Voice or any reality TV show, I'm going to tell you the number 1 thing that producers and directors look at out of everything else. And that's confidence. That is self-esteem and confidence to the max. You can go in there looking pretty, you can go in there looking like a supermodel, you can go in there with the best voice of it all, but if you go in there lacking confidence, in yourself, you're not going to get a call back. I noticed their little picks and cues. I mean, obviously you have to have a good voice, otherwise, why are you trying to get on the voice? But besides that, that was the second thing I was going to say is number 2. You have to have the talent, obviously. If you're trying to audition for any reality show or any thing, you must know what you're auditioning for one, and you have to have the talent for it. If you know you don't have the talent for it and you're trying to do it, they're going to laugh at you. And they're not going to forget it. But that aside, number 3. Go in there. Okay, so you have confidence for number 1. Talent for number 2. The number 3 that they look at is, are you going to be able to sell yourself with your confidence and your talent on stage? And they look at how you pose yourself. They look at how you address yourself. And what I mean by that is how you portray yourself in front of people. So if you're kind of the inverted type and you don't really like speaking in front of a crowd, then the voice is probably not going to be for you, because that's where the confidence comes in, and they really like people who can rile a crowd up, like get a crowd going, are able to sing and make them money. So I'm telling you right now, it's not as easy as it looks, even if you have talent. I know, because I saw some very, very, very talented people in my group, and I thought they were going to get a call back. I really did. Out of 10 people, 2 got a call back. And I don't even know if they honestly got a call back. They were told to stay after, and the producer wanted to talk to them. And one of them came out, and she had caught up with me later on and had said that he really, really, really wanted to give her a call back, but she lacked the confidence when she was up there singing. She kind of lost that confidence in herself just because she was scared to sing her talent in front of him, because she knew it was a big thing. Now, like I said, that is the number 1 biggest thing they look at. But besides that, so obviously, I didn't get a call back. But here's the interesting thing that I thought was pretty cool, and I will take this to my grave, even if I don't try out ever again, but I don't think that's going to happen, because I'm very, very stubborn, strong, worthy person, and I'm very strong-minded, and I will keep fighting tooth and nail and trying until I get what I want. So, when I did the callback, when I did the audition, I chose to do Piece by Piece by Kelly Clarkson, and when I did it, that was the second one they called. Oh, and that was the other thing I was gonna, after I say this, let me go back, because I kind of skipped. When you're in the room with your group, they call you, and then they will pick you on which group. This is why I said I was kind of right and kind of wrong. 10 people go in, but they count from the front to the back. So when they counted the first row of the chairs, 2 or 3 people that were in front of me, that were not in my aisle, got to be in my group because of how she counted. But pretty much everybody, because I think there was only 8 or 9 people that were in the chairs behind me, so I think that's why she did it that way, to count 10. but just about everyone that was in my aisle went to the same room. So after they pick you, you walk, and that's when you get to walk around, and you go to those little black chairs that I was talking about in the beginning. And you sit there, and actually, after you sit in the room, once they call you, it actually goes pretty fast. You go to the black chairs, you sit there for maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes, if that. And then they call you. A lady from the room will call you out. From the room, they'll call you into the room. And then you sit around in chairs that go around in a circle. And the producer is like right in front of you on a desk with his computer and everything and the papers. And then he calls you name by name. So like I said, I was the second one. I was actually shocked, but I was the second one. So I did my song. I did it as best as I could. I looked directly at him. Oh, and that was the other thing. I'd say the fourth thing that I'm going to add. Do not... Huh?
I'll walk on this floor.
Do not, look down. And do not close your eyes. If you are looking kind of like I'm looking directly at you, do not look down at the floor and do not close your eyes because the producers will knock you for that. They want eye contact and they want to see that confidence and they want to hear that confidence. So do not look down because that will give you a non-confidence look and he will mark that. He or she will mark that. And do not close your eyes because that's also another way of showing them, hey, I can't be on stage. I need to be in myself. So I'm closing my eyes to this. Do not do that. After that was all said and done, I did my song. I sat back down and I have to, once you do your song, you have to wait for everyone else to go. You can't just up and walk out of the room. So I noticed one thing. If he likes you, because you're supposed to prepare 2 songs. And then the callback, you're supposed to prepare 3 to 4 songs. Now, I had 2 songs prepared, but he only called for 1. I noticed that if he really likes you, and he wants you, and he's thinking of giving you a callback, he will stop you in some of your first song and ask what your second song is. Now, I don't know if they all do this. I know mine, who I had, did this. They might be different. I don't know. Some of them might wait until you're after done with the first song to ask you to sing the second one. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that that's what he did. And so if you ever get a guy to do that, you know that's who I had. But I didn't get picked to do the second song. But that's okay. Because in the back of my mind, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have even registered to go and do this in front of any producer. So I'm already proud of myself for getting myself this far in the game. Now, what shocked me was at the end, he told me that he actually liked my voice, that my voice was strong, and that he actually really liked it. But the thing that caught him was my breathing. Now, like I said, I've been self-taught. I have not really practiced with anybody. No help from a singing coach or anything, which I really do need to get because this is something that I really do like and it is a passion of mine. So I really am trying to find a coach that'll work with me. But, I also have asthma, so that kind of cut it short. I mean, I wasn't having issues that day, but I do have asthma. So that kind of triggered a little bit. Excuse me. But besides that, I wasn't going to let that bring me down. Just because I have asthma, I was not going to let that bring my singing potential down. So I did it anyways, and I do know now that I actually am a lot like, he boosted my confidence up a little more. I had confidence already, but he boosted it up a little more, just letting me know that he did like me, and that if I get my breathing techniques under control, and I'm a little bit more, because I was a little bit unconfident, a little bit more confident with my singing, and I think that had a lot to do with my breathing technique, that to have me come back next year and re-audition, and he will look at me again. So that's a plus. I am really, really proud of myself. Something that, like I said, 10 years ago I wouldn't have even auditioned for. So that was my experience. I wanted to let anybody know who is thinking of auditioning for next year or in previous years that is what I went through, and I hope that helps anybody who's thinking of doing this in the future out a little bit on what to expect. I can't really tell you too much about the callback and what happens, but I can tell you one thing. The callback, I heard, isn't for 2 or 3 months after your first audition. So, actually, no, I take that back. I think I was told, I'm not sure. See, I don't want to lead anyone on that. I don't want to leave the wrong information, but I think you have time from, if you do get a callback, from when you have to go audition for your callback. But I could be wrong. But like I said, I hope this video helped out a little bit for anybody who wants to know. And if you like the video, please select the like button at the bottom, and please click the little bell at the side so you can get all my videos, and subscribe, please, because I really need more people to subscribe to my channel, and share it and let people know, so that way, y'all can watch me in the future, because my story doesn't end here. So I am going to be somewhere in the future. I am going to be shown, so look out. Watch out for me. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and if you guys have anything you want to ask, please feel free to drop me a comment at the bottom, and I will try to post my website. Have a good day.